Hi everybody, I want to thank you for joining us for Kids Corner on Armstrong Cable channels 20 and 100. We're back at Poland after school and we are going to have some very cool, no pun intended, snowy day times. So stay tuned for our story and very cool faux snow globe art project. Hey everybody. How are you today? Good. It's kind of cold outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit cold. A little bit snowy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of quite all right because today it's all about snowy days and snowy ways and all kinds of fun stuff having to do with snow. Can somebody tell me something that they like to do when it's a snow day? You right here. Build a snowman. What about you?
Do snowball fights.
Snowball fights, those are really fun. How about you? Igloo. What about you in the back? Go sled riding, that's fun. How about you right here?
Making snow angels.
That's fun too. What about you?
Drink hot chocolate.
I love to drink hot chocolate when it's snowy outside. Well, I drink a lot of hot coffee, but I put chocolate in my coffee sometimes, so I guess that counts too. How about you?
Skiing.
Skiing is really fun for those who know how. It's a little dangerous for those when you're just kind of learning and stuff, but I've never skied before, but I wouldn't mind trying. Somebody I haven't heard from yet. You right there in the blue shirt in the middle.
I like to play outside of my family.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. There's lots of fun things to do that you can do in the snow. What about you right there?
The ice skate.
Ice skating.
I've never done that.
You've never ice skated?
No,
Well,
I never ice skated. I roller skated.
okay. Well, all of those things are lots and lots of fun to do. And those are things that we can do on snow days. And when it's a snow day and it's really, really snowy outside, we don't have school too, huh? So we get a nice little break. We can go out and have some fun that we normally wouldn't have on a snow day. Well, a regular day when it snows outside, when it's cold, but we're in school. Because sometimes we still have to go to school, right? Yep, like today. It's a little snowy outside, but we're still here, right? So snow days are really, really fun, and they're kind of special for us because that means that we get a break from other things, even though it kind of makes things a little harder to do if you have other things that you have to do. It's a little hard to drive around sometimes in the snow, isn't it? You gotta drive a little slow. Well, you don't, but your parents have to drive a little slower and stuff. Is it a little hard sometimes to walk in the snow?
Yes.
Has anybody ever seen it? Yeah, has anybody ever seen it when it's really, really deep and you go to step and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know it was gonna be that deep.
It was 10 inches before.
Oh my goodness. What about you?
And you can get into a car wreck.
That's true. You gotta be very careful when it's snowy outside and people are driving. Yeah, it's hard to see. Has anybody ever looked outside and there was so much snow you couldn't see very far?
Yes.
Yep. So those are all things that go along with snow days, and some things are really, really fun, and some things make things a little bit more difficult for us if we actually have to go out and do things. But you know what? It's all good, because snow days, for us, especially for you guys, are really, really fun most of the time, aren't they? Yeah. So today we have a very special story by Ezra Jack Keats called The Snowy Day. And this actually was given out or printed again on the 50th anniversary of this book. So this is pretty old. But it's still a very cool story, and some of you have actually told me that you know this story, don't you?
I know. Yes.
So it's a very cool story. I think it's a good story too. Okay, so this is The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. And is it about summertime?
No.
Is it about autumn?
No.
Is it about springtime?
No.
What season is it about?
Winter.
Winter. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out of the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Anybody ever shoveled snow?
Yeah. I helped my dad before.
It's-
I helped my mom.
It's kind of hard to do that, isn't it? It gets tiring.
I use a big shovel. It's also kind of fun because if you make it in a pile, after that you could jump in it.
Has anybody ever jumped in a pile of snow?
I tried. Yes.
It's fun. So, do we go outside in shorts and flip-flops and a tank top in the snow? No, we have to bundle up. So we see that Peter is pretty bundled up. He's got on a hood, he's got on a jacket, and he's got on a suit pretty much that covers everything, huh? Uh-huh. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with the toes pointing out like this. And penguins kind of walk like that too, right? He walked with his toes pointing in like this. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, and he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Uh-oh. What do you think's gonna happen? Yeah, it's all gonna fall on his head. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough, not yet. Anybody ever tried to have a snowball fight with big kids?
No. Yeah, my dad. I do it with my brother and I always win.
Do you? You must be a super snowball thrower.
My dad.
Yeah. Anybody ever got creamed trying to have a snowball fight with the bigger kids?
I watched a show from that.
You watched a show of this? Oh my goodness, I've never seen that. I would like to see that. I'll have to look that up. So those of you at home, you can maybe look that up too. So, Peter says he'd like to do that and have the snowball fight time with the big kids, but he's not quite old enough. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels.
I made an angel.
He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. That sounds fun. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow.
It's gonna melt.
Then he went into the warm house.
It's gonna melt.
He told his mother about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Not his stinky socks, his adventures. I could see why you maybe thought that though. Before he got into bed, he looked into his pocket. His pocket was empty.
I could see a black spot.
The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad.
It melted. That's right.
While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling.
He's going to go out and he's going to make another snow.
And after breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow.
I had that.
And of course, he probably made another snowman and more snowballs and all of that stuff. And in the back of this, because it's the 50th anniversary edition, there's lots of things about the author and this book and the illustrator.
It looked like Peter, like in a magazine.
Can you tell me what an illustrator is?
Draws pictures.
That's right. Very cool. So, did you guys like that story? I know some of you have heard it before, but we had a little fun today.
I have it at my house.
Do you? Very cool. All right, so one more thing before we go to our next snowy adventure. What do we do with our pets when it snows outside? Do we leave them out there?
No, we bring them inside.
We bring them inside because they get cold too, right? Even though they're furry friends, they still need a little warmer temperatures like we do inside. If we have our animals and they're our pets, then we have a responsibility to take care of them and bring them inside and not leave them outside, because if we leave them outside too long and it's cold, they'll get sick or they'll get hurt. They'll turn into, if it's a dog, they'll be a popsicle. That wouldn't be good.
And if it was a dog, it would be a catsicle.
Oh, goodness. Yes?
My grandpa has a dog, and last Christmas he just the dog Sadie up. Dressed her up like Grandpa dressed her up like an elf.
Oh my goodness.
Last year at Christmas time.
That's funny.
That's really funny.
Okay, two more things. Go ahead.
Okay, so like that book was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
That drawing's funny.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I have a little dog. His name is Snuffy.
What?
His name is Snuffleupagus, like on Sesame Street. But we call him Snuffy, and he's a little black dog, and he's very funny. And one Christmas, we had him with the little helper hat, little jingle bells,
Elf hat?
little Santa helper hat, yep, elf hat and jingle bells, and it's very cute. We still look at it and laugh and remember when he was just a little puppy.
I wish I could see it. Yeah.
Well, maybe I will try to give our producer, Mr. Greg, a picture of Snuffy in his hat, in his winter Santa hat, and maybe we'll see if we can throw that in there so that when you guys watch this back, you can see Snuffy. So right now, though, it is time for us to get to our... Oh, I have something else to share with you. So does anybody know what the very fancy word faux means? Nope. So if somebody has a fur coat, but it's not made of real fur, and it's a fur coat, they call it a faux fur. And that means it's fake. But it's kind of like pretend. But it looks like it, but it's not really that. So faux is our word for the day. And we are about to do our faux snow globe art project. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for our sparkly snow project. We've got a very, very cool thing because I found, for all of you at home, I found these very cool little plastic ornaments, and they're clear ornaments. So what we're gonna do, because anybody ever rub their feet on a carpet and then touch someone and got shocked? So static electricity makes things stick sometimes. And if you look inside here, we have faux snow, and it's sticking to the walls. So we are going to make our very own faux snow globe using our fake snow. And I'm gonna take these fun little funnels. Fun little funnels. See what I did there? Everybody hear that little punny I made? Fun little funnels. This is called a funnel. And we use a funnel to take things that might get all over the place and make them go into a smaller space. So we're going to, as I come around, I'm gonna stick a funnel inside your snow globe, and then I'm going to pour some of this faux snow into the snow globe. I am going to just kind of make a thin line on there. Don't put it everywhere because you don't want to cover everything up because then you won't be able to see what's going on inside your snow globe. But you're just going to put some kind of swirly lines, and it doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, just like that, with your glue on your snow globe, okay? Hey everybody, I'm Miss Alene and I want to say thank you again for joining us on Kids Corner Armstrong Cable Channels 20 and 100. Today we have been at Poland after school and we've had a lot of fun talking about snow days, snowy ways, and all of those fun things. And we had our very cool faux snow globe art project. So don't forget to tune in next time, and until then we say goodbye.